Hello everybody, today I'm going to be recording me programming Hangman, except that I already did program it while I was recording, but when I tried to upload to YouTube it failed, and my mom said it was because the file was too big, which I doubt, but she wants me to re-record it, so I'm doing that anyway. So here we are. So first I'd like to start off and say that this programming stuff I didn't make up on my own. It was in this book, Beginning C++ Through Game Programming, 3rd edition by Michael Dawson. So most of the stuff that I'm programming is actually copied from the book, just as practice, I guess, but some of it I changed actually, just to make it a little bit creative. So first off, we started by including the necessary files for the program. Then we stated that we're using the standard namespace because I'm using the keywords for the standard namespace. And then we went to the main function. So the first thing I said was that I declared there's a constant integer max wrong, which is the maximum number of guesses the player can get wrong before he loses, and that's 8. Next I declared a vector of strings named words that I added to with the algorithm words.pushback. And I decided to, instead of using Hangman related words like Michael Dawson had in the book, I used Pokemon names because it was a game that I was just playing before, and I figured that it would have a common theme and it wouldn't be as random. So after that, the computer has to come up with a word that the player gets. So since that's random, I used the shuffle function for the random shuffle function for the vector words, so that one word would randomly end up in the first spot, which would become the word that is used. So after that, I declared that the integer wrong is 0, which is the starting amount of wrong guesses the player has used. The string so far is what the word is so far, what the player's guess. So in the parentheses after so far says that the number of hyphens there is the size of the word. After that, I said that not this thing. It's so annoying. Okay, so after that, I declared the string used, which is representing the letters that the player has used so far. And then to start the game, the computer says to the player, "Welcome to Hangman, good luck." Then I start the main loop. While the number of wrong guesses the player has had is less than the maximum number of wrong they had, which means they haven't lost the game yet. And what they've guessed so far is not complete. Tell them you have this many incorrect guesses left. You've used the following letters, and so far the word is what they've guessed so far. And I declared the character guess, which I get the player to enter in by telling them enter your guess. I convert the guess to uppercase using the toUpper algorithm, and then increment increment used with the character guess, which means that the guess they put in will be saved by the string used, and it will show up whenever I tell the computer to give them what they've used so far. Next, I put a loop that says if the guess that they put in is in the word, the computer says that's correct, it's in the word. And then I put in a for loop which declares the variable, gives a condition for it, and then increments it. So then after that, if the player's guess wasn't in the word, you say sorry, it isn't in the word, and increment the number of wrong guesses the player has used. Next, if wrong is equal to max wrong, meaning if the player has lost the game, you say sorry, you've been hanged, or else the computer says good job, you guessed it, and then after that it says the word was the word it gave, and then ends the game. Alright, so I couldn't figure out how to get the build solution thing, so the build solution choice to build the solution and then run the program. So usually when I program it, I build the solution and then run the program right after, and there's usually a build drop down thing right there which I can select build solution from, but I couldn't find it, and yeah, it's not there and I can't figure out how to get it. So that's what happened. And also my grandma was snooping around in my room without me knowing she was there, and then when I got to there she started distracting me and stuff, so that was why it took so long. Anyway, so I'm not running the program right now, but I explained what the words on the screen mean, and that's basically it.